Hi guys, welcome to Jim's first video of pottery. Today we're going to be making a plugless salt shaker. Once I start it, you'll get a little bit better idea of what a plugless salt shaker looks like and how it actually functions. This is about 1 pound of porcelain. Comes from Sheffield Pottery. It's really awesome to work with. It's almost like working with butter. Let's get this centered first, and then I'll give you a little idea of how the plugless salt pepper shakers, how they function. Clean this up a little bit. Alright, first thing we got to do is we have to open up the entranceway of where their salt is going to be entering. So we have to open this up, but we have to open it up all the way down to the bat, which is kind of unusual. You usually want to stop a 1/4 of an inch before you get to the bat, but this time we're going to go all the way down to the bat itself. And I just want to make sure that we're got a nice even hole open down there. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start making the reservoir. So we're going to move some of this clay out of the way. A drag there. Okay. And then we're going to make the well. This is the well where the actual salt and the pepper is actually going to sit inside. You know, once I start doing this, you'll kind of understand what's actually going to happen here. Slow this down a little. Now, what I'm making right now is the actual well itself, where the salt and pepper is actually going to sit. And then I'm going to make the interior cone. You can picture this all the way down to the bottom, and it's actually open. This is the cone where the actual salt and pepper enter and actually exit when you shake it over your food. Okay. Now, once this is leather hard, I'm going to take a pin tool and we'll poke a hole in this. But for right now, we're going to make this cone. We're going to seal it right off. Once there's air trapped inside, it's much easier to focus on making it a nicer cone. Now, once this becomes leather hard, from underneath, I'll be taking a pin tool and making a hole inside of this. Okay, get some of this excess water out of here. make the cone that's going to go over this one kind of make more sense once we raise this up. Once I close this, you don't have access to the inside here, so you want to make sure that all the excess water and slurry is out of there first. And making sure that your cone is the shape you want it to be, because once it's inside, you will no longer have access to that. So we're going to bring this up now. Now this outside part here has to be high enough so that when you close it over the top of that top cone that it doesn't actually touch it, because you want to have that void space in there for the salt to be. So I'm going to bring it up a little higher. A little bit more height out of this. Start closing this cone off on top of the other cone. Half an inch out of that, maybe. Metal rib. Take some of the slurry off this and kind of clean it up a little bit. You really can make the outside shape anything you want. gotta remember that you're gonna be shaking this over the food, so you wanna make it easy enough to grab. So I'm gonna make kind of like, bring the side of it in a little bit so it's easier for you to shake it over your food. Second one I'm making today, so we're gonna have a salt pepper shaker. See if I can give this to my hand building friend Carol. See if I can get her to make a nice hand built S&P that could go on the side of these. Kind of making this little groove in here so that it'll be basically like holding this knob when you're shaking it over your food to get the salt to come out, the salt and pepper. And then we will take our AAA credit card, expired one, and we'll kind of make the edges a little smooth here. Like I said, you can really make the top of this look like whatever you want, because it's in a dome over the top of the inside dome. Okay, it's done. Now once this becomes leather hard, we'll flip it over, trim a little bit on the bottom of it, and then take a pin tool, and the inside cone that I made will poke a hole in it, and then you flip it upside down and you'll be able to fill the salt from the inside, and it sits inside that reservoir. Alright, I'll have a following video once this is all leather hard, and I'll show you how you fill it, how it functions, and that's it. Thank you.